In the remote German region of Westphalia, the Wewelsburg Castle stands as more than just stone and history. To Heinrich Himmler, it was no mere architectural relic, it was a temple. The heart of an envisioned SS spiritual order. Its design was molded into a ritualistic blueprint for a dark empire. At the core of this plan lay the Black Sun. Rarely seen, never officially adopted by the Nazis, the Black Sun consisted of 12 sig runes radiating outward like a hidden solar wheel. Set into the marble of the castle's north tower, the symbol marked more than a floor, it marked a boundary between reality and myth. Himmler intended the north tower to serve as the SS's sacred chamber, a kind of grail room. Beneath it, architectural plans revealed an intended crypt. Circular tombs for SS leaders, arranged like ancient kings around an eternal flame. The fire, centered below the Black Sun, was meant to burn forever, fueled by ideology, ancient myths, and something more elusive. Interpretations of the symbol vary wildly. Some believe it to be a resurrection of Aryan solar symbols, a cycle of rebirth, a key to latent energy. Others think it represents something deeper, Saturnian force, alchemical darkness, or even an invisible counterpart to our sun and anti-sun, radiating unseen influence. Documents from the Ahnenerbe, the SS's Ancestral Research Institute, reveal obsessions with prehistoric ruins, lost polar civilizations, and the myth of Thule, said to be the origin of godlike beings. In that view, the Black Sun might have been less a symbol and more a map aligning with invisible energy veins of the Earth, with Wewelsburg acting as a conduit. Some post-war accounts describe midnight rituals within the crypt. SS officers in ceremonial garb standing silently beneath the rune wheel. One captured researcher confessed, "We weren't studying history, we were trying to wake it." As the Allies closed in, the SS destroyed parts of the castle. Himmler ordered its secrets buried. Yet the symbol endured. Long after the Reich fell, the Black Sun reappeared among neo-Nazi groups, occult circles, and esoteric literature. Still, no consensus exists on what it meant. Some insist it's just invented mysticism. Others suggest it's a design and esoteric mechanism aimed at focusing unknown forces. Today, the marble sun wheel remains in the tower floor. Visitors don't step on it. Tour guides don't explain it. Maybe they don't need to, because its power may not lie in what it once was, but in what it still could be. The Phantom Fortress. On November 23, 1944, British troops stationed near Court, Belgium, looked up to see an American B-17 flying fortress emerge from the fog. Landing gear extended, engines humming. It approached at low altitude. No Allied flights were expected, and it appeared to be in distress. The aircraft crash-landed in a nearby field, its propellers shattered, wings scraped, and fuselage battered but remarkably intact. British troops rushed toward it, bracing for wounded airmen. But no one emerged. After several minutes, Major John Crisp boarded the silent bomber. Inside, he found a chilling scene: no crew, but clear signs the plane had been occupied. Gear left behind, half-eaten food, fur-lined jackets, and operational instruments. The strangest discovery: every crew parachute seemed to be accounted for still stowed. The B-17, a heavy bomber deployed by the USAAF, typically carried a 10-man crew and was a staple of daylight raids over Nazi territory. These aircraft were routinely subjected to intense flak and enemy fighters. Losses were staggering. Some missions saw dozens of bombers shot down in a single day. This particular plane, though, seemed untouched by battle. No bullet holes, no fire damage, just a broken landing. And yet the crew had vanished. Soon, the plane earned a nickname: the Phantom Fortress. Investigators traced it to the 91st Bomb Group. Its last mission had targeted oil facilities in Wewelsburg, the kind of operation that often turned fatal. The mystery deepened until, against all odds, the crew was found alive. They had parachuted out safely, scattered but rescued. According to their account, the plane suffered a bomb rack malfunction mid-mission. Struggling to fix it, the bomber drifted from formation. and was hit by flak, damaging an engine and the bomb bay. Fearing further damage, the pilot set course for Allied territory and ordered the crew to bail once they crossed into friendly airspace. Before jumping, the autopilot was engaged to keep the aircraft stable. One by one, the men exited at about 2,000 feet, landing safely across Belgium. Miraculously, the B-17 kept flying. Alone, unguided, it descended in a wide, controlled glide coming to rest near Major Crisp's unit. But questions lingered. If the crew had used parachutes, why were so many still on board? One theory is that the chutes found were spares or unused backups common on long missions. Alternatively, the crew may have used chest-pack parachutes not accounted for by Crisp. In any case, a B-17 landing itself was virtually unheard of. That made the Phantom Fortress more than an odd story, it became legend. And like many legends, its strangeness may have grown over time. But the core facts remain. The plane flew and landed alone, and its crew survived. Codex Zero. Among the most elusive Nazi myths is that of a forbidden book known only by whispers as the Codex Zero, or Das Buch Thule. No known copies exist. Rumors say it was bound in an unknown hide, its pages filled with indecipherable text only comprehensible to those meant to understand. Nicknamed the Black Gospel, it was believed to contain fragments of an original pre-human language, one that could manipulate reality itself. Some claim it was discovered under Greenland's ice. Others trace it to a ruined Austrian estate. Either way, by World War II, it had allegedly fallen into the hands of the Thule Society, an occult group steeped in Nordic mysticism and racial esoterica, predating even the Nazi Party. For the SS, especially under Himmler, myth wasn't just story, it was technology. A special division, dubbed Abteilung Null, was formed with a singular purpose: decode and activate whatever secrets the book held. They reportedly operated deep beneath Wewelsburg, in a secure archive known as the Black Library. But this was no library in the traditional sense. Witnesses described vaults that resonated with low frequencies, books that resisted opening, and translators who went mad after reading certain passages. A classified Allied memo summed up the danger. The book doesn't teach, it infects. By late 1944, the project unraveled. Research teams vanished. Chambers were found torn apart from within. One final log entry read, "They told us it was knowledge. It was something else." After the war, the book disappeared. Some say the Soviets seized it. Others claim it lies hidden in Vatican vaults. A fringe belief suggests it never left, it simply moved. Or waited. Years later, former Black Library personnel surfaced in mental institutions. Their accounts shared strange consistencies. Dreams that leaked into reality, blank pages that whispered, and a sense that it knows when it's being read. Was Codex Zero real? A weaponized myth? A relic from a forgotten age? Whatever it was, it reveals the depth of Nazi ambition. They didn't just seek world domination. They aimed to rewrite reality itself.